Hello, I'm here with my two assistants today to talk to you about 5 easy ways to save a little bit of time in the kitchen. Now, I know that you're busy, I am as well, and I'm always looking for ways to save time, and I want to share a few easy tips with you to make your time in the kitchen faster. We all love that. So, the first thing is garlic. Now, it's a staple, let's face it. It's in so many recipes these days. Chopping it is a pain in the ass. Crushing it is even worse. What I do is, once I've taken the peel off, this isn't the best knife, but taking the peel off, I grate it. It's the same as crushing it. All the flavours are there, and it takes 10 seconds. That's the top tip of the day. No more messing around with chopping and crushing with a knife. Now, what about ginger? Another pretty tasty thing to have in food, but it's a bit of a pain in the bum to prepare, especially when it's a recipe calls for 1 inch of ginger, and by the time you've taken the skin off, you've chopped off half of it. Well, use your teaspoon and peel your ginger, okay? It's really easy, it's really fast, and you don't lose any of the ginger. I'm not going to do the whole thing now. You get the idea. Simple and easy way to save time and save a bit of ginger. Who doesn't love a little bit of fresh chili in food? Whoops. But who always forgets about how bad it can be if you rub your eyes after you've chopped chilies or anything else where it might sting? Get yourself some kitchen scissors. You could probably use any kind of scissors. Hold the chili at the end and chop your chili nice and fine with the scissors. Make sure you don't touch the actual chili. Now, this is probably only good if you don't mind your seeds in the food. But that's a nice quick way of keeping your hands safe from chili and getting your chili chopped. All right, we've got 2 more things. I'm gonna head out into our garden. We're lucky enough to have a nice outdoor space. Louis, do you wanna come? Yeah. All right, you follow. Okay, we're gonna head outside. 4th tip. Use fresh herbs. Not only is it a pain in the bum if you have a recipe and then you realise that it calls for basil or parsley or coriander and you don't have any at home, so you have to bugger off to the supermarket to get some. Sometimes you only need a tablespoon, and you end up sticking the rest in the fridge and it gets wasted. We're lucky enough to have an outdoor garden, so Darren loves growing herbs, and I love coming out here just before I'm about to cook something, picking some mint to go with our lamb. We've also got rosemary, which I put with lamb, I put with potatoes, I put with beef. I use thyme with chicken. We use coriander when we're doing sort of Mexican style food, or if I'm making a guacamole or a tomato salsa. It really adds flavour to your food. It's nice and quick. Oh no, Louis carrying the chilies. That could be dangerous. Don't touch them with your fingers. And it's a great way to add flavour to your food, and it's fast. If you don't have a garden, if you're not lucky enough to have a garden like us, then that's okay. A window box, a few pots, parsley, rosemary, a chili plant. It's so great to be able to just pick a few leaves off of a fresh plant and have that instant flavour for your food when you're cooking. And finally, I have to make sure there's not too many ants around. We try and add new recipes to our repertoire as regularly as possible. Sometimes, I'd love to say that we do it once a week or once a fortnight, but sometimes it's probably more like once a month or once every 6 weeks. But we do love looking through recipes. However, if you're busy, and you're trying to add something new to your repertoire, check what the instructions are. Check how many ingredients there are. You can make some really delicious food that doesn't have to take a lot of time, and it doesn't have to use a lot of ingredients. Some recipes sound delicious in the title, but then they've got 4 hours of preparation, they've got a lot of cooking time, there's several steps involved, lots of ingredients, and it can be a real put off. So just read the title, enjoy looking at the pictures, but if it doesn't fit in with your time schedule, find something different and more simple. Uh-oh. So I haven't got chili on my fingers, but Louis does. So he's going to learn the hard way, I think. All right. Thanks, guys. They're my top 5 tips this edition. I don't know what to say. Top 5 tips for saving time when you're in the kitchen.